Emotional Mastery Masterclass. Say goodbye to being triggered and hello to emotional liberation, emancipation, and just freedom. Give yourself a big round of applause because you are here. I want you to drop some fire. Let me know how great you're feeling, that you're finally going to crack your emotional code and no more, say it with me, no more drama. I am so excited. Yes. Today is the day you are going to outsmart and outwit all of the energy vampires. I'm going to break down what type of energy vampires that trigger you. There's energy vampires. There are bullies. There are cyber bullies. There's people that harass you. Then there's those psychological triggers that come close to you and they try to really get underneath your skin, but they're smiling right in your face. We're going to outsmart all of them, queens. And I'm excited because look and say hello to all of your VIP queen sisters here. These sisters have your back. Yes, Chica. Yes, Claudia. Dynamite Donna. Let's go higher. You're going to be so free. Let me tell you what, you're going to feel so free after this masterclass. You're going to see with a new pair of eyes. I'm actually going to shift your whole paradigm and your whole perspective on triggers and how they can actually, wait for it, be your best friend because you're going to now see them in a new way. And you're going to have the tools, tips, and techniques on what to do the next time someone tries to trigger you. So get excited right now, okay? And listen, if you have a VIP queen that's texting you saying, where's the link? Where's the link? Get it to them. I've been over texting, over spamming, getting it to everyone. But I know sometimes people can miss an email. Maybe it goes to whatever. They can't find it. So keep an eye on that as well. I'm going to check, and then we're going to really dig in deep right now. I want you to just take a good audit and say, I am ready to never be triggered again. I want you to sign that soul contract. Get a pen, get a piece of paper, and put it on your vision board. Put it on your VIP queen wall that you have where you train and be like, thou shalt never be triggered again. Boom, sign it, date it, and put it right there where you'll see it because you've already made the intention to never be triggered again. Just setting the intention gives you this. Inhale it. You can feel it. You're reclaiming your VIP power. Yes, queens. And I'm going to tell you something. This masterclass is, dare I say it, the most, dare I say it, probably one of the most impactful, potent, and strongest master classes that you could ever watch. Why? Because if you're eating good and if you're making your goals and you're doing everything right, but you still get triggered, you haven't cracked your code the whole way. You're still letting people get underneath your skin, and that's not good. Yes. Hello there, Kelly. Hello there, Yelly. Yes, thank you, Mano, for paying it forward for Yelly. Okay, so get excited. I'm going to give you steps, a step formulation on how to finally crack the whole trigger code. Okay, but before I do, I want to make sure everyone has this. Okay, you have your print off follow on guide. If you don't, I'm going to be going over it. I want you to know to save our next masterclass. Save the date for our next masterclass, which is going to be June 30th. It's going to be all about nutrition, the undiet diet, the fun fit foodie way of eating, lean, clean, and green, the top nutritional tips to help you truly reclaim your nutrition. That's going to be exciting. When is that? That's June 30th, $5 to my PayPal or sign up through Eventbrite. Now, queens, I want to go straight into our emotional mastery class right here. I'm going to give you a pop quiz. Are you ready? And I'm watching your comments, okay? This is interactive. And I'm doing a surprise giveaway at the end. So I'm looking for that queen that's just on it. Are you easily triggered? Maybe you're like, no, I'm not easily triggered. But deep down in your hearts, you know you feel some sort of type of way when things or somebody does a certain thing to you. Let's be honest. This is where you can just come and flush the cosmic commode. Take all of the bad juju, all of the bad baggage from the past and put it way up there in the cosmic commode, in the constellation, and just flush it. So let's just get it out on the table. Take it to the cosmic toilet. Let's give it a good flush and get it out of here because you need to clean your energy. I'm really into energy hygiene. You can buy all the perfume, wear all the lipstick, wear all the fancy hair. But if you're still having that stench of people triggering you in your aura, in your energetic hygiene, you're blocking blessings and you're blocking your own personal growth. Okay. So thank you so much for understanding that. And I am so jolted because this is something we all need to hear. Come on now, Liz. Come on there, Claudia. Let's go higher. Are you easily triggered? I'm going to say something. From doing this masterclass, I realized I was more conscientious and I had more of a understanding when I personally was emotionally challenged by someone and someone was out to trigger me. I saw the telltale signs, and that's empowering. Okay. So if you're still triggered, that's a good thing. Being triggered is actually, I'm going to say it and you're going to think I'm crazy. Triggers are your best friend. What? Coach JNL, boom, mind blowing. Yes, they're your best friend because when you are triggered, you're going to know, okay, that's a weak spot I need to heal. That's a wound I need to heal. Or this person is really out to get me and this person needs to be put in their place today. And you're going to have the classy formula of how to outwit and outsmart these sabotagers that are trying to knock you off your game. They can drive you to drink. They can drive you to emotionally shop. They can drive you to emotionally check out and dumb down your feelings and want to just shut off and retreat. Well, guess what? Too bad, so sad. No more. I'm going to live my life to my fullest. Say it. Thou shalt not be triggered. I'm not going to be triggered. This is where you get priceless healing tips. And Queens, it's all about healing. You're going to walk away today. I'm going to give you a pop quiz. What was your biggest takeaway? So right now I'm going to ask you a question. Come clean. This is a private group. It's not publicly being streamed. Private with your VIP sisters who you can trust and have your back. And if not, they would have been way out, already out in cyberspace, deleted out of our group if I even caught whiff of them doing anything bad or malicious to any of you. So this is your soul sister family, okay? So you can come clean. Are there certain people in your life that trigger you daily or often? Think about it. Really come clean. Is it someone at work, maybe a past long last relative or someone from your past or so your neighbor at work next door where you whatever. Think about it. And you can just kind of make notes as you go along. Do your triggers come on rapidly? That is a telltale sign of a trigger. You could be just hunky dory, enjoying your day in your VIP queen vibe, and boom, trigger hits you, and you're all like, what was that? You actually physically have a physical like movement. You're like, it kind of shocks you when people trigger you, you know. And as you become more mature in your way of outsmarting these sabotagers, you're not even going to flinch. You're not going to flinch. You're going to be like, I already know this person. In your top 10 people that you have to see daily from work, family, neighbors, local grocery store, you might see this person, those people you see every day. I want you to start grading them secretly in your mind. Yes, because your mind is powerful and we're not using it to its capacity. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. No more letting them take your power and set you back. That's the key, Kelly. Kelly said it. See, they're stealing our flow. They're stealing our traction. We've got green light, go, and boop, here they come with a trigger. It's like red light, stop. And then they knock us off the street. And then we got to get back online. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So, Queens, this is my takeaway. I'm going to tell you right now. This is big. When you're getting traction, when you're getting ahead and you're cracking all of your codes and you're making your goals happen and you're becoming over accomplished and you're loving your VIP queen life and you're so getting more financial freedom and you're looking better and feeling great, you know what's going to happen? The drama is going to come knocking at your door because people are going to catch a whiff that you are on your VIP queen game and they will do anything subconsciously just to knock you off your game. But you have to be smart to that. This is real PhD street university here. I'm giving you the tools, tips, and techniques that you must know so you can outsmart them. And so the 10 people you see every day, I want you to start grading them on a level of 1 to 5. 1 is, oh, they're harmless. They're so nice. They would never want to hurt me. They're like my friends. You know, they're really, really good. I trust them. 2 is, you know what? She's nice, but I've seen her do some things to some people, and I'm a little bit questionable in the back of my head. Three is, wait a minute. I don't know if this is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde today. I got to be on my wits with her. I don't know. I got to really be smart and, kind of walk on eggshells around her. Four is, warning. This lady is out to get people. She's miserable and hurt people hurt people. So I better just stay out of her way and know how to deal with her. And five is, red alert, red alert, red alert. Oh, this lady is danger, danger. Drama queen, out to get everybody, miserable. She wants to throw you under the bus, sell you down the river, and not even say sorry. And she is Miss all about triggering people. So you have to really start grading people around you so you knew who you're dealing with. You know who you're dealing with, queens. You've got to do that from now on. In the back of your head, be grading people. That's going to give you this invisible cape flowing off of your back, and you're going to know how to deal with people. Yeah, how to deal with people and how to address them if they come sideways at you or start saying shady things. They're going to throw more shade than an oak tree, and you know how to outsmart them. And I'm going to go on to the next one. Okay, right now, take this quiz again after this master class. I'm going to jump into the meat of the matter. All right. So, right now, Queens, I want you to be witnessing your very own transformation emotionally. Queens, your emotions are your conscience. Your conscience is eternal. You're here to learn. Earth is a very hard school. It is a very rough and tough university, if you will. But if you know how to outsmart the sabotagers and to really be your own best friend when it comes to your triggers and heal them today, I need you to heal them today. Not for the person that was your perpetrator or preyed upon you, but for yourself. Some of these triggers happened in our childhood. Some of these triggers happened 10 years ago. You're not the same person. We're in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and up. We have the grown women emotional muscle to say no more. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to allow anybody to trigger me. And that's the internal work that I'm willing to do. And also the outside work. You got to have that intestinal fortitude to stick up for yourself and have that voice to be like, when you did that to me, that really, really did not sit well on my spirit. It made me see you in a different light. They're going to be like, whoa, she's coming from a place of honesty. Okay. So right now, you must control your emotions and become an emotional master. But we're not coping with our emotions. You're going to heal your emotions, queens. Okay. So right now, I want you to become aware that emotions are energy moving through your body, and you don't need to necessarily respond to every feeling and emotion that you experience. You're human, queens. I want you to feel every experience. I want you to unmask them. I know back in the day, maybe I'd have a glass of wine or two just to kind of numb things. And the long booth days when I had a lot of personalities coming up to the booth and it was a little bit hard at the conventions. I was doing a lot of promotional work, sleeping out of suitcases, sleeping in hotels, on the road a lot. It kind of helped me deal with the emotions of feeling burnt out. And I said, no more. I'm going to take care of myself. So I stopped doing so much of that and started really doing what I loved as a fitness expert. So the same thing with you. Maybe you're doing things that don't really feed your spirit. So then you're being triggered every day and you don't even know it. Maybe you have a bully in your life that's too overly controlling in your life. And you maybe were Miss Nicey Nicey a few years ago and you let them have a little more power than you really wanted to. But it was like almost like an equal trade because you thought if I give her a little more of my power, she'll be nice to me because I know she's got a little bit of that bully, overly possessive energy about her and I know how to deal with her. But then it's kind of snowballed and then she's trying to be control freak and you got to put her in her place. Okay. So whatever your genre of bully trigger person that's in your life that's getting underneath your skin, and honestly, queens, it could not even be a person. It could be from, a certain perfume you smell and remind you of someone, or something happened in your childhood and you're automatically brought back there and then you just shut down. You got to realize what you need to do. Number one, we're going to change our views on triggers. Okay. They're actually our friends. I know it sounds crazy. Just go with me here for a little bit. Okay. They're actually our friends because you're going to understand that you can take the trigger experience and say, what is this lesson trying to tell me? It's either I have wounds I need to heal. Thank you so much, Shelby. Thank you, Bonfire Wendy, Mary, Yaya. Or I need to put this person in their place, or a combination of both. Okay. So that's why triggers are so, I don't want to say difficult to address, but there's a lot of different keynotes going at the same time. Okay. So the majority of people that are out to trigger you, they don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to outshine them. Those are the toxic energy vampires that most of us have already gotten out of our life because we cut them off. And now we're here in this season of having friends, having healthy, supportive relationships again, learning to trust ourselves so we can stand up for ourselves. But I'm going to give you some great tips to help you manage your emotions so you never allow them to get the best of you. Have you ever, be honest, we're strong women. We're strong, ambitious women of integrity, but we're independent. And maybe somebody said something that didn't sit well with us and we just reacted. I'm going to help you not react again. And if you do address them, you come from a place of class because you're a VIP queen. And I want you at the end of the day, when you go to bed and wash your face and you're having that little communication with yourself saying, you know what, queen, you did such a great job today. You didn't react when that low vibrational, parasitic type of woman came after you trying to get you off your rocker. You actually addressed her with dignity and you told her how she made you feel. I want you to take a 10-second power pause. This is a very important tip. You need to always, if you get a little hot underneath the collar and you get triggered and you feel like somebody's out to defame you, not give you proper credit, turn a blind eye to your successes, and really try to just make you feel bad. You got to take a good 5 to 10 second pause and say, what is this person trying to do? What are they trying to trigger out of me? And then when you say, okay, they're just trying to make me look bad, you've got to say, okay, I am not going to give them the allowance or the opportunity or the authority to make me look bad. That's what they really want to do. People that go out and to try to trigger you, the psychological vampires and people that are out to make you look bad, they will really want you not to look better than them. But what you do is this, you address them back. Okay. There's two different ways of having emotions pulled out of you. Triggered means bad. I never heard anyone say, oh my goodness, I'm feeling so much love. I'm triggered right now. I feel so good. I am triggered. Oh my God, all this warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart. I am triggered. Woo-hoo-hoo. No, I never hear that. Triggered is bad. So when someone makes you feel bad, they're triggering you. Now you're going to feel an evocation. I want to evoke, as your coach, I want to evoke the beautiful magic inside your spirit. I want to evoke your passion and purpose and have you see your future, not your past that maybe we're not so proud of. And that's okay. That's part of our journey. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you, Bonfire. Don't let them take your shine. They know you're a queen with your crown. They want you to take it off and get in the mud with them and fight like a peg in mud. Well, we're not doing it because we're a queen and we have evolved. Okay, we have evolved. So I want you right now to put in the chat box. There's 3 levels of emotional mastery. Maybe you're a rookie, and a rookie is you're always reactionary. You're actually on the defensive. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and you're just having a basic conversation and they're like, I never said that. Who are you talking to? What did you mean by that? And they're so defensive. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they must have a very abusive past because they're coming from this energy of, no, you didn't do this to me. And they're like, oh, they're just angry, or they're in another realm where no one was attacking them, but I call it angry woman syndrome. I hate to say it. There's a lot of angry women out there. I'm not saying it's you. Maybe you got to deal with some of those angry women. They have the angry women syndrome. Everyone's out to get them in their head. They're a little paranoid and, oh, woe is me. And what do you want now? And there's a lot of pain in their energy hygiene that needs to be flushed. And they are a rookie. That's a rookie, is where they react. They're quick to defend. They're quick to get sassy. They're quick to get, pardon my French, fugly. Their actions are very fugly. They're not poised and polished and in control. They're actually like a little terrible too. They're actually like a toddler. and they are always being triggered easily and also on the defensive. And they are always defensive. That's a rookie. That's a beginner. Okay. I let go a lot of my anger. Oh, yes. Bonfire. Thank you. We're already having success breakthroughs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mary. I like that you're showing your vulnerable best. Me too. And now when you get around other women that want you to shine, you can lower your guard. Okay. And then maybe you're going to stage 2, which is a flip flopper. I call it a roller coaster level flip flopper. If you're in the right situation and people say the right things to you, you're not going to be triggered. And maybe, and then someone will come out of the left field and say something, or you'll see something on the news that just really gets you upset. Maybe you'll see somebody's mentioning about a frenemy you had long ago that you got rid of your life, and they're talking about her, and it just makes you feel a certain way. And then you're triggered and you're flip flopping. It's like 50-50. That is in the middle of the ground. I need to take you to the all the way other side of the winning spectrum, where you are an emotional master. You are a Zen monk. Okay. But you don't need to go into I'm not going to be rude, but like a smelly old monastery up in some hills in Tibet. Okay. You don't need to go into a nun monastery. God bless them, to be so isolated. If you're isolated, yeah, nobody's going to trigger you. I want to be in the trenches with the barracudas, with the sharks, with the vultures, and be unscathed. That is the type of emotional mastery I want. I want to be going to the darkest and darkest of areas where everyone is out to get you, and I'm just like shining, and I'm transforming the energy around me because of my emotional mastery, and I'm going higher to glow brighter. So when I come in, I actually shift the energy in the room. That's called ascension. I need you to get there because it's inside you, and you know it, or you wouldn't be listening to this message. You need to walk in there so unbothered that no matter who comes for you, no matter what vampire, Dracula, witch, whatever comes at you, you can put those, I'm going to be honest, demonic people in their place. Yeah, they got that anger of the enemy in them. It's not going to bother you. It's like you already graded them in the back of your head. Remember the first part of the exercise. Remember, are you writing this down? Grade the people you got to deal with. And maybe you're meeting someone new and you can actually use your intuition. I need you to go back to the other master classes that we've done, Queens. Don't let just be like, oh, that was a cute class Coach JNL did and I forgot about it. What was it on again? Something about your mind. No, it's about intuition, sixth sense, gut instinct. Use your intuition. It's your spirit's nose to assess the new people you're meeting and already put them. I'm not telling you to judge people because that's wrong, but I'm telling you to be smart. I'm telling you to be smart. There's a difference between judging people and being smart, street smart. You're going to meet a lot of people now in your new VIP Queen journey. And when you meet them, I want you to go ahead and say, you know what? She's really nice. I've heard 5 people talk good about her, and reputation is king over here. So she's cool. Okay. Coach JNL, stamp of approval. Oh, she's cool. Oh, I don't know about her. She gave me a little bad vibe. Vibes are real. Vibes are real. Okay. So when you meet these new people, go ahead and grade them on your trigger scale. Is this lady going to trigger me? Does she look like she's thirsty and needy? She's going to come after me. Or if she looks like she's an angel on earth. You've gotten this new sense of power you're able to understand. And then when you're an emotional master, if you know you're dealing with a snake, don't get PO'd when you get bit. I'm going to be straight up. You already know you're dealing with a snake. So if she bites you, just be ready for it because you're already dealing with her. So be prepared when you meet these people. When they do good to you, you already know she's an angel on earth. And you know if you got to go toe to toe with someone and be very strong and stern with your intestinal fortitude and not to be a pushover, you got to really kind of have that little be on not the defensive, but on the offensive, where you come in as a VIP queen, a little more alpha female with your cape flowing off your back, like you're in control. You're not gonna be taken advantage of, and you're not gonna be pushed over. Those days are done. Those days are long ago. So you're in this new position now to be an emotional master. Yes. Am I talking to someone out there? Bonfire. I love it. So this is about healing the wounds while being street smart, using your intuition and understanding your power within. Trust the gut. Yes, your sixth sense. It's woken up now. Okay, so now the beginner's like a toddler. She will act out negatively. Have you ever seen someone so triggered and it was actually from something that happened in their past? Because that's how they were in their past. They were an immature little baby toddler. Facts. Okay, so when you get more just confident in yourself and your feet are grounded, your head is on your shoulders, you know where you're going, you know you're not perfect, but you know where you're going, and you're ready, willing, and able to show some emotional control and have a thick skin, you know? I love people that come to me and kind of say, you know what? This will help you and help us. And you got to be able to not take it personally. If someone is coming from a place of love, don't let it trigger you. They're telling you because they're a friend and they want the best for you. But if there's someone to undermine you, that's a whole nother level. Okay, Queen. So we're going to go from rookie to being a roller coaster up and down to an emotional master of your emotions. Why you deserve it. I'll tell you something. You have a bank account. It's an emotional bank account. Do this powerful visualization with me right now. You have a very beautiful multi-million dollar bank account, and it's your emotional bank account. Okay. You have all of these ideas, these creative ideas you haven't even tapped into because you're too busy defending yourself. This person's after you and that person's triggering you, and you're nickel and diming yourself into debt. And at the end of the day, your bank account is withdrawn. No more. You're going to hold that emotional bank account for you. Don't let things bother you. Say it. I won't let things bother me. The things in the past that used to bother me are not going to bother me anymore. I already know what they're coming with. I already know she's going to try to play that hand on me. I already know she's done it 10 times. I'm not going to let that control me anymore. I'm going to stay above the fray. I'm going to come from a place of authority and control and of royalty, and I'm going to outsmart it 10 steps ahead. I am not going to let her outsmart me and sabotage me with the games anymore. And I'm going to keep my side street clean. And I'm going to not let the bullies and the harassers take my money. Your energy is your money, queens. Your energy is everything you need to do for your goals, your projects. What goals and projects are you all working on right now? Please put it in the chat box. I want to know. I'm reading. Reading. I want to know. I want to know. I want you to say that. These are your babies. These projects are your babies. These goals are your offspring, if you will. It's like your spiritual children, and you're starving them every time you turn to deal with that energy vampire. Now, I'm going to invite you to do something. If you know you're dealing with an energy vampire that just won't get away, and she is just on your heels like the devil. She is just on the back of your head, or whatever it is, a person, an old boyfriend, whatever it is, whoever, whatever it is. You have got to get the intestinal fortitude and the backbone to put them in their place. Whether it's calling them up, meeting with them, writing them a letter, just give them a text, whatever it is, to put them in their place, because that's going to give you the release and say, you know what, no more. Maybe yesterday you could have taken advantage of me and I was Miss Nicey Nicey. Well, now I got a whiff of my own power, and I've got my conscience here, and I've got my spiritual babies that I've been starving because I've been dealing with your drama. No more. Okay, so think about it in that powerful visualization. What are your dreams? What are your goals? Moving out of my parents' house. Yes, Lord, we're going to get you there, and we're going to have you so focused. Not anybody's going to stop you from doing that because you have your eye on the prize, your horse blinders. Yes, no more. Because Kelly Kubiak, you're sitting on a multi-million-dollar brand, and for real. And we're not going to let anybody just over here, over there. We're going to stay right here front and center. Come on, Dynamite Donna. Yes, no. Because let me tell you something. When the perpetrator did you wrong the first time, if you keep replaying it in your head, if you keep revisiting that, if you allow them to do it, it's our own fault. It's our own fault. And your higher power wants more for you, and especially for your inner peace. And that is huge, queens. All right, right now we're going to go from um the beginner, the roller coaster, to the emotional master. Between the roller coaster and the emotional master, between the middle of the way and the emotional master, there's the controller. This is important. Have you ever met very controlling people? They're very controlling. They have to have it their way or the highway. Why? Because they have so many wounds, they cannot be triggered. It'll be an explosive ticking time bomb go off. They're control freaks. I've had someone call me and say, you know what? In your jolts, don't say these couple of phrases or words because I don't like them. And it triggers me. And I was like, whoa, Okay, well, let me get this straight. I'm the coach. You've hired me to coach you for self mastery and self improvement, but these 3 or 4 words trigger you, so I don't need to say them. Let me just digest this for a minute. And I said, I think it's the other way around. I think you have got internal healing to do, and I need to keep saying them until they don't bother you anymore. Okay. Don't you agree, Queens? I think there's people out there that want to control everything around them. They want it a certain way. And if they're going to explode because they're so delicate, they're so thin skinned. Those people are dangerous. So what you want to do is make sure that you can walk into a den of thieves and come out unscathed, because that's the type of mental power you have. You've got telekinesis, you got mind over matter. You thoughts become things. You're going to say, you know what? I'm going to walk into that event, convention, function, uh, picnic, whatever you're going. And I know they're going to be asking 20 questions, and you're going to be able to go in and not be bothered and know how to flip it. I had a question come in, and it was a great question from one of our queens here. I'm not going to name her name, but she goes, you know what? I have to do a lot of events, and I have to be seen by a lot of people that I know secretly don't want me to be successful, and they're actually plotting my demise. How can I go into these situations and leave unscathed? And I gave them a great tip, and I want you to write this down. If you're ever in a situation where you got to go to an event, or you got to do a function, or maybe see some frenemies, or see some coworkers, or see some long family we really don't want to be seeing, and that's okay. We're all been there. You need to flip it. We need to flip it. But how is this? I've heard flip it, coach, but what do you mean by this? This is a great tactic. This is in the war room. We're in the war room, queens. Welcome to the war room. We got the throne room and the war room. When I was losing my weight, everybody and their brother and their sister, what are you doing? What type of diet pills? What kind of this and that and the other? What is that plastic surgery? What doctor did you see? Oh, are you starving yourself? Why are you anorexic? You look too muscular. Where are you training with? How much you paying this person? How much you pay? And it was 20 questions. It was like, maybe you've been there. You go into an event and they're just fire hydrant of on you. So what I did was this, and you can use the same tool, tip, and tactic. So this way you shift the energy. People love talking about themselves. Use this tip. So if you go to an event and they're asking 20 questions and you don't have the energy to sit there and answer any question, it's kind of triggering you because you're very busy. You need to flip it on them. Answer one question, be like, by the way, how have you been? Oh my goodness, what's going on? How are the kids? What are you doing? And they're going to start just doing like verbal diarrhea, blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, okay, off the hook. They could let them talk. They're not asking me 20 questions. And I shifted the energy. I shifted the direction. I shifted the focus off of me so I don't have to be sitting here like a sitting duck. Have you ever been to an event and you feel like you were a sitting duck and all the barrels were aimed on you? So I wanted to answer that Queen's question that came in as we go on to the next one. Okay. The next page. Triggers are our best friends. Yes, 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 yes. Triggers are our best friends. Why? They're going to show you what you need to heal and move on with it, because we're not toddlers anymore. We're grown women and we can handle it. We have emotional muscle. Okay. Woo-hoo, emotional muscle. And we got thick skin because we're taking our collagen. Hello. I want you to know that what is a trigger? Can you define a trigger for me? Does anyone really know the dictionary term? What do you feel it? Just blurt it out. Say it out loud. This is interactive and I can hear you anyways because we're so connected. I'm going to tell you my definition of a trigger. An emotional trigger is anything. Yes, is hello. Thank you, Yaya. An emotional trigger is anything that can cause a rapid and intense emotional negative reaction within you. We don't want to be triggered anymore. We have too many spiritual babies' mouths to feed. We have too many goals we got to do. We have to have our energy to get up and go. No wonder we're chronically exhausted by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because we've been dealing with triggers all day and energy vampires. So right now you have internal triggers. It comes from within the person. It can be a memory, a physical sensation, or emotion, you know, but that's something I think we've already are healed ourselves with. And that's the good news. And then you've got external triggers. See, I've done so much internal work on you. I already know you're not triggering yourself. Like you're not having like, oh, I remember that memory inside of me when no, because you already healed. You've healed, done a lot of inner work. But there's gonna be people on the outskirts trying you. They're gonna be trying you. But we're too hip to the game, okay? We're hip to the game and we're not gonna let anybody or anything bother us ever again. Because that's the soul contract you made to yourself. And your higher power wants you to be happy. So when you're not doing everything you can to be happy, you're actually it's a blasphemy to your higher power. So we don't want to do that. Right now, how to spot and identify a trigger. I'm on this page with the 6 bulleted points. All right. And listen, right here, right now, somebody here is going to get a giveaway. Somebody's going to win so big. And I'm so excited because you're here wanting to get better. They come on fast. Okay, this is important. Triggers come on fast. Boom. So when you feel triggered, okay, don't react, don't flinch. Be like, okay, this is what Coach JNL was talking about. I had a physical kind of shift in my energy. I was all happy-go-lucky, feeling great, all jolted, and boom, I got triggered. This person just came in and just hijacked my mood. I call them hijackers. They can smell your happiness. They can smell your dopamine a mile away. They don't want you to be happy. They come in with their drama. Boom, put that on your table. Put that drama bomb on your lap. Okay, yes, you are. Yes, it does. It does, Mary. Thank you. You're like, kind of takes your breath away. But guess what? Don't physically react anymore. You've got to be like poker face around these sabotagers. You got to be like you're sitting at a poker table, like poker face, like that song that Lady Gaga sings, Poker Face, okay? They come on fast. They have a quick, fast nature about them. So when you feel that, be like, okay, you got to be cognizant. Be like, okay, this is what Coach Daniel said. I'm going to know when it comes on fast. They can be spontaneously within you. You almost feel like you're being pinpointed or singled out. Intense negative emotions come up quickly and intensely. You may feel like you're being made fun of or ridiculed. They may cause you to either react with an outside reaction involved, or they can make you retreat and pull back and shut down. That's another way of reacting to a trigger. Actually can shut you down. And we don't want that. You have too much of a beautiful life to be shut down. And I found that when you shut down, that one little instance for 20 minutes could be 2 weeks. It could whole domino effect your whole energy. That's why you need to get your emotional stamina up, your emotional muscle strong. Okay. So as a VIP queen, we must take it upon ourselves. Remember, we are responsible for taking these issues that come into our vibration and reflecting them. You're a vibrational powerhouse. You're going to let them, like the negative dark energy, you're just going to let them ricochet off of you like shards of glass. They're just going to turn around and shoot out the other way because you have so much light in you. What I've been saying, let's go higher to glow brighter. That's the ascension. You have more light coming in your spirit through your heart. Your heart chakra is open. Your heart is wide open. It's not hardened anymore, causing you to drink and be bitter and PO'd all the time and miserable. No, that's not a VIP queen. You have the light coming out of your eyes and people see that. Okay, so you are going to heal yourself of the triggers to continue on your journey of self-mastery. This is how you become empowered and demolish the power of triggers. I'm gonna actually have you say this. Whenever you get triggered, you're gonna be an alchemist. You're gonna be a flipper. You're gonna take that energy and you're gonna turn it into love, because love is a drug and that's how we get high. What? Yes. Let me take a sip of water on that. People hurt other people. When they try to hurt you, just know that, yes, you can feel the purge of the joy. Hurt people hurt other people. Just understand that's a snake. They're going to try to bite me. Just that's the way it is. I'm not going to, why? I'm going to be honest with you. When you go into a situation and you know that she's bit your hand 5 times, why are you shocked again that she goes for the 6th time? Why? Let's be a little smarter here. You know who you're dealing with. Okay, you know who you're dealing with. And I'm going to say something else. I believe in the power of transformation. A leopard can change their spots, but you have to understand and see it in them. If you've been dealing with someone that's been triggering you, and you know in your heart of hearts, they're not authentic when they say, I'm sorry, and they really just keep on doing it. They've not had that spiritual awakening that has shifted their spiritual DNA. I believe in transformation. I've had a transformation. I am so good because I once was so bad. I know the opposite side. I'm never going back there. It was very bad. It was very lonely. It was very toxic. And a lot of people over there on that side of the spectrum, because it's easy to stay there. And I was able to train myself. And now as you go on your ascension and you master your emotions, you're going to be able to see, like with a new x-ray vision, what people's agendas are. You're going to have this heightened sense because you had your spiritual awakening. That's why you're all are here. Okay. A spiritual awakening is not seeing a burning bush. It's when you have that aha moment. Like Kelly said, mirror neurons. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. It was for me 20 years ago when I saw them before. You're going to have this. You've already had spiritual awakenings and they're yours. They're beautiful. They're all different and they're all different. But you know when someone has not had their spiritual awakening and they haven't shifted the whole way to come onto the light side as a VIP queen and they're still mischievous. Be careful with those people. All right. So what I want you to know is that a leopard can change their spots if they've only had that serious spiritual awakening where they know their ripple effect is so powerful. They will do anything not to hurt someone's feelings because they know in their heart of hearts that is toxic to their soul's eternal journey. And I've been around Yaya personally. I've been around a lot of my VIP queens. They will see people will do me wrong, cut me off in traffic, scoot in, get the parking space. And I said, you know what? I'm going to not be triggered to save my bank account for my spiritual projects I'm working on and all my goals. And I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to bless them well and I'm going to wish them well. And I'm going to keep my side street clean and keep my karma clean so I can vibrate higher and keep on my journey. And that is it was very tough for me to do at the beginning. But the more I did it, the more I saw it freed up my energy. And I didn't get hung up on the, pardon my French, squirrel cage size BS that we all have to deal with every day. Okay. Maybe it's your clients. Maybe it's the patients. Maybe it's the people coming in and out of the doors. Maybe it's the phone person on the phone. Don't let them frazzle you. It's not worth your energy. You are a VIP queen. Your energy is worth millions of dollars. And if you let them rob you of your energy that's worth millions of dollars, you're going to be poor and destitute. Okay. So right now, I want you to change your negative opinion of triggers to a positive one. Somebody felt that. Thank you. And listen, I want to help you. You're not going to cope with anything. Coping is getting by. I'm going to cope with my triggers. I'm going to learn how to. No, we're not coping. You're going to master them. You're going to crack the code. You're going to split them in half like with a karate chop. Remember, Bonfire, we know Kung Fu. This is all the mental power of the mind, and it's a beautiful thing. So triggers will help you heal once you understand what this person is trying to do and you go deep inside the trigger, because a trigger is like a guard dog blocking the energy entering the wound. We're going to go one step further and say, what is this person trying to evoke in me? What wound do I have from maybe my childhood that makes me react like a little child, that now I'm a grown woman and I've been a vampy queen for some time now and I'm ready to heal these wounds so I can get on with my business, with my badassery, with my being a fine mama jamma and take care of my business. Because you've got so many miracles you're leaving on the table. And if you get tripped by that tripwire and then you fall into that snare and then you get on that little noose that they got out for you and then you play their little game, you're going to be nickel and diming yourself into energy debt and you're not going to reclaim your VIP power. I want you to say, I'm reclaiming my VIP power from ever being triggered again. Make that a contract, write it, sign it, put it on your vision board, put it on your cork board, put it on your VIP queen. And you look at yourself and you look into the wide of your eyes when you do your affirmations. Be like, I already know this person's going to trigger me. I'm not going to let them. They're going to smell they're dealing with a new woman. They're going to smell they're dealing with a new empowered, smart, intelligent, and emotionally intelligent queen, because I'm not even going to flinch. I'm already going to have my response back of dignity. Okay. So right now, that's a losing battle when you get triggered. So right now, I want you to repeat after me this affirmation. I choose to reclaim my VIP power from this trigger and not allow it to drain my energy. I choose to reclaim my VIP power from this trigger and all triggers and not allow it to drain my energy. Say it again. I choose to reclaim my VIP power from these triggers and not allow it to drain my energy. Simply stating this out loud and even writing it down will help you shift and transform the negative energy from a trigger to a positive one. All right. I want you to say, I am free from all triggers. You know what a trigger is? I see it physically as like a hook that like a vampire or like a devil, like demon thing is trying to put in my skin and pull me off my path. It's like that. I see it like that. So I've got thick skin. It cannot penetrate me anymore. I'm done. I have this aura, this orb, this protective shield around me because it's my mindset, it's my faith, it's my decisions, it's my high favor. It's been there, done that. I'm not falling for that trap anymore. Let me tell you what. When I went to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, there's a lot of people on the ground floor. You can call them gypsies, you can call them panhandlers, people that are selling little trinkets, and they got the best tricks to get you to react. They'll have like little kids holding little keychains, and the little keychain, they will purposely make it fall. What happens if a little kid, little teenager, and the little trinket falls? What are you going to do? You're going to want to be Miss Nicey Nicey and go bend over and pick it up and give it to them. It's in your hand. It's in their hand, in your hand. What are they going to do? They're going to be like, no, you keep it. And then you're going to feel bad. Oh, let me pay you something. Then you take your wallet out and your wallet's gone. Hello, robbed right there in broad daylight. That's what has happening. I need you to get hip to the game. The triggers are tricks to trick you to not stay focused on where you need to be focused on. People will rob you of your energy. They will rob you, but they'll first rob you of your focus. Okay, so I had to get real street on you with that one, okay? Because that's what's happening out there, and I can't let any of my VIP Queen sisters get taken advantage of by some of the most swift, quick tricks, which are triggers, and they're like a tripwire. They're like a snare that'll catch you in your little foot will be in there, and you can't even get out because you're mentally strangling. So understand that when they happen, be like, oh, there's a trigger. Okay, they tried to get me. Not today. Nope, not today. I got things to do. I'm so busy. I can't stop for that buffoonery. You're going to be so like, oh, there's another trigger. That's a nice try, but not today. Almost had me, but nope. I know what you were doing there. All right, bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Because what happens is when they bring the drama, you got to bring your focus. Okay. Your focus is worth millions of dollars, metaphorically speaking and physically speaking. Okay. You have to have such a high value of who you are. You are the CEO of your life. And a CEO of her life doesn't stop for the little games, the mind games. The emotional warfare stops now. Don't let anyone, narcissists, gaslighters, trick you anymore. Put them in their place. Be like, oh, you're gaslighting me. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, you're trying to stir me up. Oh, I am. Yeah, exactly. Why'd you say that? Put them on their place. You got to be so strong in your confidence that you'll put people in their place and they will not mess with you again. I'm not saying to be rude. I'm not saying to be cocky or a bishy. I'm just saying be a woman of royalty, but if they try you, let them see that side of you because they'll never try you again. You got instill a little fear into them in a nice way, because that's how you maintain your independence from these games. People can smell you and they're actually grading you. Oh, she's easy. She's a pushover. Yeah. I also want to say something real quick. People are always reading you. They actually interviewed like 5 crooks and thieves, and they graded the women going from the store to their car. Would she be easily to perpetrate? Oh, yeah, she's on the phone. Her purse is wide out. One of her kids is running off. She's a hot mess. I could easily go rob her. Don't be that type of woman. Be about your business. Same thing with triggers. People are like, oh, she's not going to be easily triggered. She's got her purse on. She's got a wrapped. She got a side saddle. It's zipped up. She got her kids in her hands and she's walking like she's ready to kick somebody's butt. I'm not going up to that lady. So you got to be confident. That's what I'm trying to say. Not masculine because you are a female, but you got to be confident and you got to give off the air. You don't want to mess with me. And I think once you kind of give out that scent, anybody have cats? Cats go around and they kind of like put this little scent out. You got to put this little scent out that you're not playing games anymore. Okay. So I want you to understand that you've got to feel it in order to heal it. Okay. So I want you to be woman enough to say, you know what? I am not 12 years old anymore. Thank you, Yelly. Thank you so much. And I want you to say, I am wise enough to look at my old wounds and I'm going to heal them. I'm going to put the red light therapy on it. I'm going to put the wound ointment on it. I'm going to get my deep heat breathing to get more oxygen into that wound. Whatever you need to do it metaphysically, mystically on your wound. You don't have time to cry over what happened to you 20 years ago. You going to let that person still have control over you? No, not on my clock as your coach. So feel it in order to heal it. That's why a lot of women would drink, medicate, zone out, zombie out, watch TV. It's not watching TV anymore. It's scrolling aimlessly through social media because we want to numb ourselves. No, you got to look at your goals and you got to ask yourself, what trigger, what energy vampire, who is taking me from my focus? I'm going to say something right now, and it's going to hit you in the head with a spiritual 2x4. I need you to get real with the top 5 people that you're putting around you right now because time is of the essence. You've got big goals. You have financial goals. You got rank goals. You got social status goals. You got clout goals. You got real estate goals. You've got branding and building goals. And you got to say, is this person who is my friend, is she helping me or just kind of in the way? The last thing I need are more friends. I want to be honest with you. Friends are nice, but friends sometimes I need soldiers. I need women that are going to say, you know what? You need help with that event. Come on, let's go. Okay, I'll do that. I'll blast it out on my social media if you're doing that event. Okay, let's go. Oh, you're doing this event. Okay, we'll be there early with I'll bring the goodie bags. I need soldiers. Do you feel me? I don't really have time for the I like people. I'm a people person, but I know what you're saying where you've got to not allow people in your energy that's just going to just kind of slowly drain you because you got mountains to move with your faith. So right now, Queens, I want you to understand that when you don't allow yourself to be triggered anymore and you get around people that are going to evoke the feelings, not like I feel so much love, I'm triggered. No, it's like I feel so much love, I'm evoked, and I want to create more. You're going to say, you know what? I have the VIP Queen positive emotion evoke solution. I want you to say, I want you to stay in a high vibrational state. Can we all agree here? Put a yes in the chat box that when you're in a higher state and you're in your peak state, you are in that flow. You're almost like having miracles happen, like boom, boom, boom. I got to put my helmet on and my mouth guard because I'm getting whiplash. These miracles are coming in so fast. Whoa. I need you to stay there. I need you to stay there and see what triggers do. They're going to knock you off of that high vibration. And whenever you feel like a conversation going, this is another trigger that's secretly a secret trigger. You can have a high vibration conversation, a soul-based conversation, but then it can go sideways. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Oh, really? What so? Oh, they so-and-so. Oh, they and so-and-so. And then it turns into gossip. You have to be smart and realign it and be like, what are your goals? Boom. I like to cut the energy, be like, oh, that's nice, but what are your goals? And they're going to be like, wow, she just reshifted that conversation and it was not going to be a no gossip. You don't have time for that. So, Queens, I want you to tell yourself that I'm going to do with my top strategies. Okay. I want you to know when you go into any situation, you're high vibrational. And sadly enough, I want you to be the one that always evokes positive energy out of everyone around you, because then you kind of cued them up not to trigger you. That's another great tip and strategy. Send love in front of you wherever you go and send that vibration. And how dare they give you a punch in the gut by saying something shady or off kilter? And you're going to really put them in their place with that. So, if you ask someone, how are you? And they're like, oh, I'm okay. Life sucks. Another day, another dollar. I want you to be like, I feel so blessed that I have another day. And this day is a gift. They're going to be, their mind is going to be blown. You're going to shift them. You're actually going to give them that ripple effect that's going to be like a tsunami to them. Okay. So, Queens, I want you to flip every situation that you're put into. And I want you to understand that there's 2 different schools here, and this is very important. And I can't believe we've already been going for an hour. Wow. I want you to understand that there's being triggered, and people are so low vibrational. They're not used to vibrating high like us, like working out, eating healthy, drinking our water, thinking positive thoughts. And I know you see them. They're almost like walking zombies. We can actually help them with our vibration. But listen, there's people that are going to be triggering you on purpose. Okay. And you can actually put them in their place. And then there's times when you're going to see the signs. What is that? Being triggered? You can be triggered from a stranger you don't know, or someone you just met, or like, some associate or an acquaintance, or you're going to be seeing the signs. What does that mean? When you see the signs from a certain situation that repeats itself, that is a telltale message to you. You need to clean up that mess. You need to either talk to this person or really get them out of your life. And I know many of you have been there where you've had that toxic person in your life and you try to make it work. You try to take the higher ground and it just got so exhausting. You almost physically and spiritually died. And you're like, no more. I'm putting my foot down. I can't do this anymore. You hit that saturation point and you took immediate and drastic action. Have any of you been there? Be honest with me. You know, back in the day before I met Mr. Lee, a couple of my relationships were that way. It was like, this guy is triggering me. But then I was like, I see the signs. I got to get out of this situation or I'm going to die. And I want to tell you as a friend, but not only a friend, but your soul sister, if you're ever in that situation, you got to find the strength to get yourself out of that situation. Yes, thank you, Bonfire. We're flipping it. Okay. So, Queens, in closing, I want you to write your soul contract to yourself, promising not to let yourself ever get triggered. And that if you ever do, understand that this trigger is your best friend. So you can either put that person in their place and or you can also heal the deep wound that's inside of you that's ready to go. It's like a bad pimple that we have just, that zit that's just got to go. It's got to go. It's from our teenage years. It's from the past and it's got to go. So right now, Queens, I want you to re-listen to this because you're going to hear something that you missed the first time. So make sure you replay it, take notes, listen to it as you're driving or maybe working. You can have it in the background. I want you to understand that repeat after me. Let's do this positive affirmation. I have emotional resiliency. I have emotional resiliency. I have emotional resiliency. And I don't want you to become like an older person that's so bitter, miserable, closed off, negative, hurt, maybe likes to drink just to heal the pain. No, you're too beautiful. You're going to be happy go lucky. You're going to be carefree. You're going to spread love like confetti wherever you go. And when people try to trigger, you're going to be like, oh, in the back of your head, they try to trigger me. Now I know what Coach JNL is talking about. I'm not going to fall for it because my emotional bank account is so full. I'm not going to dwindle it away for some clown trying to steal my thunder and steal my energy. That's a vampire. That's a thief. The thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Honestly. And if we give that power to the enemy, that's our own fault. It ends today. So I want to say this, Queens. I want you to also focus on don't think about people in the past hurting you. That's the past. Flush it. Remember what I said at the beginning of this? Take everything that you need to and put it in the cosmic commode way out there in the cosmos and flush it. And you are now an emotional master. You say it, keep saying it. Even if you don't feel like you're there yet, you're going to start using these tools, see them as your friends. Don't physically react. Always come from a place of love. Flip it, send love. Always do the right thing, but also be willing to put these people in their places. Okay. And go through the trigger, go through it and see what this pain is. And I want to also warmly invite you, be bold enough to put people at a distance that repeatedly trigger you. So you are not being like a sitting duck. Do you know what a sitting duck is? These people that go hunt ducks, they'll put a little decoy out and they'll with a little whistle. And that's what people think you are. You're going to sit there and just take the bullet. No, we're not. No. I did that Miss Nicey Nicey thing long ago. So you're coming face to face with this new empowered VIP queen who's an emotional master, and you're not going to be triggered again. Okay, so remember the signs, do the inner work and heal it, and defend and protect yourself from the external energy vampires. And remember, queens, this is a journey. You might not get it right for the first week after this, but as you go and listen to this more and more again, you're going to be emotionally stronger, and there's going to be no more buffoonery. And do it with me. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No more drama because you're too busy making that bank, the spiritual bank account. You're not going to let the drama queens drain you anymore. Okay. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm going to leave you with this final note. You know, queens, a lot of times we feel like other people are triggering us, but sadly enough, we're the ones triggering ourselves, saying, I'm not good enough. I don't really think I can do it. You've already defeated yourself before you tried. Don't do that to yourself. You're replaying old memories from the past in your subconscious. We're going to release those today. You're going to be truly your own best friend. Okay. And I want you to write your own anti-trigger mantra, whatever it is. I'm going to do one right now. I am an emotional master. I let people's low vibrational tactics just flow off me like water on duck feathers. I'm not a sitting duck. I'm too smart. I've outsmarted the enemy and the sabotagers. And I am an empowered, emotional woman who loves to feel love. Love is a drug. Love or above. Okay. Woo! Hold on. I got to do it with like this. With. I told you we were going to slay May. I love you, queens. Oh my goodness. This has been one of my most enjoyable master classes because I feel like emotional mastery is so essential, but it's something that not a lot of other people address. Say it with me. I am healed emotionally. Feel it 2 more times. I am healed emotionally. Say it again. I am healed emotionally. And do you know what? In closing, it's a fact because you got your dopamine, your dose, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. Your brain is a beautiful lab of positive neurotransmitters. And you're not going to let anything, you're now linking pain to being triggered and pleasure for not picking up that little trinket when they accidentally drop it for you to take the bait. Don't pick it up. That's like a gypsy move. That's like a bad move. Don't pick up the trigger, the trigger thing. Don't pick up that bait. Okay, you're smarter. Be like, oh, they try to trick me. Keep smiling and keep walking. All right, and keep that crown on your head. I'm so jolted. Yes, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Bonfire. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Diane Wiley. Thank you, Claudia Roy. Oh my goodness, I am so jolted right now. Okay, so I'm going to do a giveaway. Yes, I'm Bonfire. I'm the CEO of Fun and the CEO of my VIP life. Yes, 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 yes. Truth. I love you all. Queens, I feel very moved to do a giveaway. And I want to do a giveaway in honor of, oh my God, there's so many beautiful queens here. So many beautiful queens here. We're going to go with, oh my goodness. We're going to give a beautiful award to, oh, it's so hard. This is like, I have so much love in my heart. We're all winners. How about that? We're all winners. All right. We're going to do a giveaway for Bonfire Bonnie. You're going to get a towel. You're going to get a towel in the mail. I'm going to go pick it out now, but I saw you pushing, engaged, going higher, glowing brighter, saying you're the CEO of Fun. Yes, you are. And you are so worthy and deserving. And I love you so much. You are amazing. So congratulations. Each and every one of you are. I could be here all night. Queens, replay this and know that you have this emotional charge of love, love or above. You're above the fray now. You're not going down there anymore. You have ascended. You can't even go down there if you tried. That's the secret. Oh, I had to say that. The reason why you'll never be triggered again is that you've ascended. You cannot, even if you wanted to, go down there. You can't. You don't even know what that feels like. Depression, being dissolution, being lost. You just don't. It's not in your spiritual DNA anymore. It's not in you. You can't even wrap your head around that. That's big when you can say that. You really have ascended. You can't. It's like when a plane goes off, it can't stop, even if it wanted to. It's going higher. You've been there and done that, and you bought the t-shirt. Yes, you wasted enough time down there with the triggers and those emotions. It got you nowhere, and it got your family nowhere too. So now we're bringing everybody on the fun bus up. We're going higher. Okay, Queens, I love you. You are now an emotional master. Let everyone know how much you enjoyed this. Thank you for being here. And I want you to say this with me. I am willing to feel anything I need to feel, and I will feel and digest those emotions, and I will not let it bother me. I will only let it build me. Rewind that. All right, I could be here all day. I love you, Queens. VIP power on. Woo, that last line was good. I'm willing to feel every emotion. I'm not going to let it break me. I'm going to let it build me. What? I know Kung Fu. All right, I love you, Queens. Let's keep slaying May. Feel the heel. I love you so much. I am so grateful for this moment, and I love each and every one of you. Let's go higher. Let's glow brighter. Love you, Queens. Woo! I know Kung Fu. Woo! Love you, Queens. VIP power up and on. Thank you, Queens. Love you. Woo!